What if I told you that you were a great man? What if I told you that this greatness within you didn't require anything of you? Didn't require that you buy this product or that service? That your greatness simply waits for you to access it, again and again and again? What if I told you this, and more, in an article on greatness? Would you be willing to read it, read every word? Let's see, shall we? Read on. Life shrinks or expands in proportion to one's courage. Anaïs Nin. Okay, the first thing to say is this. There are more than 7 ways to access your greatness. Which means that this greatness article is only the beginning of your journey into accessing your own greatness. It should merely be thought of as a simple pointer showing you the way. So let's not be tempted into giving our power away, to yet another promise of the answer. Your greatness is about you, nothing more and nothing less. So, this journey I talk of requires courage. It requires that you go to the places you least want to go, requires that you not only admit to your failings, but you decide to be actively okay with them. This journey is one of those road less traveled gigs, believe me. But it's the only journey to take, the only one. Curiosity will conquer fear even more than bravery will. James Stevens. Greatness way number 1, gratitude. No matter what life you are living, and what's happened to you or what's about to happen, there are reasons for you to feel grateful. No matter what life you've lead, or what life awaits you to be lived, it will always be a greater life if you can be grateful. Gratitude is empowering. Gratitude feels good. Your gratitude allows you to access your greatness. Don't believe me? Well, spend the next 30 days finding reasons to be grateful, reasons to be cheerful, you might say, and tell me afterwards that it didn't make you feel great. Greatness way number 2, self-awareness. Nothing can be done about something that is not known. The truth about all life, yours and mine, is that we do the best we can from what we know at the time. So either we simply do not know any better, or if we do, we also know of reasons, so many reasons, that justify our less behavior. With self-awareness, true awareness, and not that awareness that is merely awareness of others' faults, comes knowledge of who we are and what we do. Self-awareness enables us to take a different action next time, a better action. Self-awareness listens to the excuses, the justifications, and recognizes them as what they are, fear-talking. With awareness of self, as you are, warts and all, comes greatness, as you are, warts and all. Greatness way number 3, being yourself. The cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. Joseph Campbell. Now being yourself sounds like the simplest thing in the world to be, doesn't it? I mean, can you believe that you're actually reading an article about greatness and the author's spouting some be yourself cliché, as if it's some revelation you've not considered before? Well, let me elaborate a little, let me explain. Being yourself means this. Know yourself, and act from that knowledge. Know your fear, and don't act from that. Or, rather less clumsily, be the person you are, ever changing, ever growing, and ever making mistakes. Be okay to be imperfect, be okay to be wrong, be okay to be you. Now if this was as trivial as it sounds, it certainly wouldn't feature here, believe me. The kind of great person that lives like this is rare. Greatness way number 4, self-discipline. It's all very well and good accessing your greatness once, but are you prepared to return to the path when you get waylaid or distracted or caught up in your own smallness once more? It requires discipline to access your strengths rather than your weaknesses. It requires discipline to welcome others who are accessing their greatness, reminding you that you are not. And it requires discipline to welcome those who are accessing their fear and their pain, thus tempting you to do the same. Discipline is needed to get back up again, again, and again, and again. Greatness way number 5, focus. Focus enables your actions to be powerful ones, allows you to follow the path of least resistance, reinforces the feeling that greatness is the way to be. With focus things become easier, less strained. Focus, focus, focus. And when you lose focus, refocus again. Again, and again, and again. Greatness way number 6, fearlessness. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't be afraid to get things right. Don't be afraid of your fears. Fearlessness is not about being fearless, it's about knowing your fears and using them to guide you towards loving actions, toward yourself and others. So you will never be free from fear in this life. And greatness comes from being okay with fear, accepting it, but acting from that loving part of yourself that always knows what's best to do in the moment, no matter the seeming cost. Greatness way number 7, accountability. Mastering others is strength. Mastering yourself is true power. Lao Tzu. Well, and seeing as you're still reading this, you've made yourself accountable for the first challenge I set you. To read this article, all the way through, only you know if you read word for word, naturally. Closing parenthesis. You must be accountable for your actions, and your responses to other people's actions. And when you catch yourself making excuses for falling short, that's when you know you're not being accountable. Remember, this is your life, and you are 100% responsible for it. Greatness comes from understanding and accepting this responsibility. So, does greatness still appeal to you now? Would you like to be able to stand up to your bullying coworker, for example, simply by refusing to play the game anymore? You can. Would you be willing to open your heart to another with no need to know whether it's safe to do so? It is. Would you be willing to live your life by your rules, your values and your beliefs? You must. Or would you rather live a life more ordinary, a life of blame, regret and less, a life where you're at the mercy of someone else's opinions, where it's wrong to be wrong, and being yourself is frowned upon? The choice, as always in this life, is yours to take, again and again and again. Thanks for watching. Until next time.